One secret report revealed the truth of World War II. America's factories were producing weapons at a speed Germany could never match. In late 1942, Adolf Hitler sat inside his military headquarters in East Prussia. Outside, the winter air was cold and quiet. Inside, German officers were preparing an important report. The report came from Germany's War Production Office. It contained new intelligence about the United States. When Hitler heard the numbers, he was furious. The report said American factories were producing far more weapons than Germany. American factories were expected to build about 47,000 aircraft in 1942. Germany would build only around 15,000 planes. The report also showed that the United States would produce more than 25,000 tanks, while Germany could only build about 9,000 tanks. But the most shocking number was trucks. America was building nearly 500,000 trucks every year. Germany struggled to make 70,000. Hitler immediately rejected the report. He shouted that the numbers were impossible. He believed American society was weak and divided. He believed Germany's efficiency and technology would win the war, but the truth was much more dangerous: America's industrial power. The United States had been building its industrial strength for many decades before World War II began. By 1939, the American economy produced about 40% of the world's manufacturing goods. American steel factories made more than 50 million tons of steel every year. Germany produced less than half of that amount. The United States also had huge supplies of oil, coal, aluminum, and iron. These natural resources were essential for building tanks, airplanes, ships, and weapons. Unlike Germany, America did not depend heavily on imported resources. Its own land provided most of what it needed. This gave the United States a powerful advantage. The automobile industry. One of America's greatest strengths was its automobile industry. Before the war, American companies produced millions of cars every year. Factories owned by companies like Ford and General Motors had huge assembly lines and skilled workers. When the United States entered the war in 1941, these factories quickly changed their production. Instead of making cars, they began producing military equipment. Car factories started building trucks, tanks, engines, and aircraft parts. Workers already understood assembly lines and mass production. Because of this experience, the transition to war production happened very quickly. Germany did not have this same level of industrial flexibility. The Willow Run miracle. One example of American industrial power was the Willow Run factory in Michigan. This factory was built to produce B-24 bombers. Using assembly line methods similar to car production, the plant could build bombers incredibly fast. At its peak, Willow Run produced one bomber every hour. For Germany, building aircraft was slower and more complicated. American factories focused on mass production. German factories focused more on complex engineering. While German aircraft were often advanced, they were produced in smaller numbers. Germany tries to catch up. Germany did try to increase production. In 1942, Albert Speer became the new Minister of Armaments. Speer reorganized factories and improved efficiency. Under his leadership, German production increased. Aircraft production rose from about 11,000 in 1941 to more than 15,000 in 1942. Tank production also increased. But even with these improvements, Germany could not match America's industrial scale. Every time German production increased, American production increased even faster. The Liberty ships. Another powerful example of American production was the Liberty ship program. These ships were designed to carry supplies across the Atlantic Ocean. They were built using prefabricated parts and welding techniques. Instead of taking months to build a ship, American shipyards could complete one in about 42 days. One famous ship was built in only 4 days and 15 hours. German submarines were sinking Allied ships in the Atlantic Ocean, but American shipyards were producing new ships faster than submarines could destroy them. This meant the Allies would eventually win the Battle of the Atlantic, the air war advantage. Aircraft production was another area where America dominated. American factories produced thousands of aircraft every month. These included bombers, fighters, transport planes, and training aircraft. Germany focused mostly on combat aircraft, but America built planes for every purpose. Transport planes carried supplies. Training planes prepared new pilots. Reconnaissance planes gathered intelligence. This complete aviation system gave the Allies a huge advantage. Tanks, quality versus quantity. German tanks like the Tiger and Panther were powerful machines. They had strong armor and powerful guns, but they were expensive and difficult to produce. American factories focused mainly on one tank, the M4 Sherman. The Sherman was simpler and easier to build. It was not always as strong as German tanks, but the United States could produce thousands of them. In war, numbers matter. If one Sherman tank was destroyed, another could quickly replace it. Germany could not replace its tanks as easily. The truck advantage. Perhaps the biggest advantage America had was trucks. Modern armies needed trucks to move soldiers, supplies, and artillery. American factories built hundreds of thousands of trucks. Germany did not have enough trucks. Because of this, German armies still relied heavily on horses. This made their logistics slower and less efficient. American forces could move faster and supply their troops more easily. Lend-Lease. The United States did not only produce equipment for its own army, it also supplied weapons to its allies. Through a program called Lend-Lease, America sent tanks, trucks, aircraft, food, and fuel to Britain and the Soviet Union. More than 400,000 American trucks were sent to the Soviet Union. These trucks helped Soviet armies move quickly across the battlefield. American factories were supplying the entire Allied alliance. Germany was fighting not just one industrial giant, but several nations supported by American production. Oil and fuel. Oil was another area where the United States had a huge advantage. American oil production was massive. Germany had very limited oil supplies. Much of Germany's fuel came from Romania or synthetic fuel plants. When Allied bombers attacked these fuel plants, Germany's fuel shortages became severe. By 1944, many German tanks, aircraft, and ships could not operate because they lacked fuel. The strategic reality. By 1943 and 1944, the truth was clear. The United States was producing weapons on a scale Germany could never match. Planes, tanks, trucks, ships, ammunition, and fuel were pouring out of American factories. These weapons were supplying armies across Europe. The Allied forces now had overwhelming resources. Germany still had skilled soldiers and advanced weapons, but in a long industrial war, production mattered more than technology alone. Hitler's denial. Despite all this evidence, Hitler refused to accept the reality. He believed Germany's technology and determination would overcome America's production. He believed miracle weapons would turn the war around. But the factories of the United States kept producing weapons day and night. Every few minutes, a new aircraft rolled out of an assembly line. Every hour, a new tank was completed. Every few days, a new ship launched into the ocean. These factories were building the foundation of Allied victory, the final outcome. When Allied forces landed in Normandy in 1944, they arrived with overwhelming equipment. Thousands of tanks, thousands of aircraft, endless trucks and supplies. Behind every weapon was the power of American industry. Hitler had once dismissed the idea that America could outproduce Germany. But by the end of the war, the truth was impossible to ignore. The factories of the United States had helped build the force that would defeat Nazi Germany.